The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School boys basketball. WLCN's coverage of Rail Splitter basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping for all your outdoor landscaping projects and needs. Located at 1302 State Route 10 East on the east edge of Lincoln. Call 217-732-4300. Brian Clark State Farm Insurance for home, auto, life, and health insurance needs. See Brian to review a quote, for help understanding your current policy, or to get started on your personal price plan. Stop by the office at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Chase Lowry, your Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office, member SIPC. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent. Call 217-651-8046. Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, located on the square in Mount Pulaski at 114 East Cook Street, offering competitive rates on auto, home, life, and business insurance. Phone 217-792-3371. Expedia Cruises, offering air, land, and sea vacations. Located at 1520 East College Street in Normal, call Greg Phillips at 309-429-6280. First National Bank in Tremont, your local community bank that strives to build relationships and is trusted with your community's financial needs. Located at 710 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Visit TremontBank.com to learn more about products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and to attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Lincoln Land Communications, located at 1326 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Serving the area since 1986, Lincoln Land Communications provides sales and service for security cameras, two-way radios, commercial phone and sound systems, LED lighting, car stereos, and much more. Call 217-735-5454. Me Realty. Locally owned and operated, Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Sal Polis, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, located at 1400 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-732-4001. Missy's Sweet Shop, specializing in custom cookies, cupcakes, wedding cakes, and birthday cakes. Stop by the shop in downtown Atlanta, call 309-825-5291, or go online to missyssweetshop.com. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available, call 217-314-9654. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage.
Second, the boys made the playoffs. I was reading that one of our wrestlers just finished undefeated. Adam Walkendorf finished undefeated. The wrestlers, I think, finished third in the CS8 standing. So Lincoln doing some damage in the CS8, and this boys team contending for a title. They're one game behind MacArthur with with one loss in the CS8, if they can keep it going, that last game at the end of the year is going to be for a share of the CS8 title against MacArthur.
Yeah, the funny thing is, you look back on the schedule for tomorrow, and the Railers are against a former Central State 8 opponent, now moved to the Apollo, which when we were in the Apollo, obviously an opponent for a conference, but we traveled to Taylorville. So a weekend without a Central State 8 opponent, I think has to do with a little bit of the format now that you don't play everybody 2 times.
You go once around in the CS8, that makes every game that you play in conference that much more important.
And then the Railers will be in action on Friday, February the 2nd to take on, we got 4 straight Central State 8 games to go in a row. Decatur, Eisenhower, Lanphier, Springfield, Sacred Heart, Griffin, and Decatur MacArthur in the game that Jay just mentioned. All of those home games upcoming for the Railers. We're going to take a break. We'll send it back to the studios for a quick one. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Well, the Green Wave pretty even on their season so far. They're scoring 54 and giving up 55.
Which probably reflects on their record being right around the 500 mark. And of course, Lincoln always plays the defense, and really the defense has carried Lincoln, Josh, this year, because at times, as you know, this team has struggled to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, we have, and there's we were a little bit better against Jacksonville, scored in the 50s, and the Railers were able to come out on top. Didn't play well down in Rock Island, or up in Rock Island, I guess it was, and just couldn't put enough points on the scoreboard to come away with a victory against the Rocks, which I think was a really winnable game for the Railers, and probably a big one when you look for the regional seedings and the coaches look at your overall schedule and they see, well, you went to Rock Island and won. That was definitely a game that the Railers could have taken care of.
Certainly could have taken care of it. In fact, Coach talked about in the post game how they had it set up at the end to go for the win, but they just weren't able, to get it done. And that's one you maybe kick yourself later that it got away. But I don't know how much that's going to affect them when it comes to the seedings, because they've beaten pretty much everybody else, I believe, in their subsectional complex.
Right. Well, we hope the Railers can do it here at home against Mattoon. That's going to wrap it up for us here on the pregame show. After a word from our sponsors, Jay and I will be back here in Lincoln to bring you the play-by-play action as the Railers take on the Green Wave. As always, a big thank you goes out to all our sponsors. This has been the Josh Connick, Ground Incorporated, and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
7 will take on longtime rival, the Mattoon Green Wave, with a record of 12-10. Of course, Lincoln returning to the CSA this year, running second in the CSA with just one loss behind conference leader Decatur MacArthur. And Josh, that game against Lanphier looms big because that gave them one loss, and they've lost a couple since then. Puts Lanphier almost out of the conference race at this point.
Yeah, it does, and that was, as you said, a big win on their, big night for Lanphier as we opened up their new gymnasium over there, and the call that went the Railers' way, of course, and Keon was able to step up and hit a couple free throws, and we get out there with a W. But yeah, there's still a lot of games left in the Central State. We talked about the schedule just a little bit ago. We've got Eisenhower, Lanphier again, Sacred Heart, Griffin, and Decatur MacArthur still left in the conference. So we've got some work to do.
The Eisenhower is a conference game, but I believe the SHG and the Decatur games are not actually non-conference games, aren't they?
Yeah, from what I understand, if you play a team twice, the conference game that you play first, the game that you play first is counted as a conference. The second game is not. I'm not sure why, because everybody doesn't play everybody twice, I guess. I'm not sure, but that's what we've been told, and the Railers, like you said, have taken care of Lanphier and Griffin already, and we need somebody to get MacArthur before they come here to Roy S.
Let's send it back to the WLCN studios for a 60-second break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip-off. You're listening to Railer Basketball on 96.3 FM.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back, Railer Nation, here from Coach Neil Alexander Court, getting set for non-conference basketball here on a Friday night as the Green Wave invade Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. The Green Wave with a record of 12-10, 4-2 in the Apollo Conference, getting set for their starting lineups. First man out for head coach Jimmy McKee is a 6'1 senior, number 1, Jace Gardner. At another guard, 6 foot and a senior 3 is Jordan Ha. At another guard, 5'10" and a senior, number 4, Carson Rice. 5'11" and a senior, number 12, Andrew Wetzel. And 6'3" and a senior, number 30, Colton Smith. Again, head coach Jimmy McKee. The enrollment over in Mattoon is 934 students. Now the starting lineup's getting set for the Raiders as they have their hype video going up on the Jumbotron. I want to say thanks to assistant coach and head freshman coach Josh J. McClellan for filling in for me on Tuesday. Jay, sounds like the ratings were really high Tuesday. They were going to apparently give J. Mac the job and kick me out, but he had a date with Gazzardo's Pizza tonight, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to miss.
I heard he almost got nominated for a Marconi Award for the radio broadcast that he did against Jacksonville.
I'm assuming Marconi is a good thing.
It is one of the top radio awards you can get.
All right. Thanks, J. Mac, and hope you're tuned in for the game as you just told me you are with some food going on for yourself. Again, the Raiders coming to the contest with a record of 16-7 overall, 7-1 in Central State 8 play, as Jay mentioned, one game back of the Generals from MacArthur, who lead the way with an undefeated record in conference action. Now the starting lineups on a good crowd here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Jay, one of the best ones, I think, so far. It's been one of the few, really, that have been no girls games. You know, a lot of our Raider faithful have been battling, do I go here, do I go there? And obviously, the way the girls have been going, it's tough not to follow them as well.
That's one of the downsides of having them play both at the same time, and you split your crowd.
First man out, 5'7" and a senior guard, number 10, Keon Carson. At a forward, 6'5", number 30, Drew Hayes. 6'3", and a guard, number 5, a sophomore, Carson Comnick. At the other guard, back from sickness, 6'2", and a junior, number 4, Gabe Smith. And at the last guard for the Raiders, 6 foot and a senior, number 3, Trey Schilling. Raiders head coach Neil Alexander, assisted by Eric Ewald, Greg Alexander, Brandon Bird Farmer, Josh J. McClellan, Zach Dahm, and Gary Rademacher.
Josh, this is a Mattoon team Lincoln should match up very well with. They're not exceptionally tall.
Yep.
Neither is Lincoln, so this is a team that Lincoln's not giving away size to tonight.
Yeah, you're right. It is, looking through the schedule, Mattoon, not a bad record in the Apollo at 4-2, but they struggled in the non-conference where they played some of their better opponents and have not fared so well.
As always, Chicago Street Rentals is our opening tip sponsor. And getting set to tip it up, Colton Smith. Out at the center circle, Lincoln still huddled around Coach Neil Alexander. You like the trivia, about 3 years ago, we were down in Mattoon when Coach Al got win number 900 against the Green Wave at their court. If they win tonight, it's win number 950 on his march to 1,000.
Sounds good to me. Let's go for 950.
Hayes and Smith to tip it up center circle. Here we go, and the tip controlled. Oh, it was batted in the backcourt to Jace Gardner. And Jace Gardner recovers Mattoon. Wetzel, left wing three up, no good. Rebound under the bucket, goes to Rice. Rice back out front, Wetzel. They go in the corner, Smith. Smith 10-footer, no good. Off of Schilling's hands. Off of Smith's hands, out of bounds is Lincoln basketball.
The Raiders at a couple of times where we didn't get our hands ready for the rebounds. Thankfully, Mattoon couldn't get anything to go, but a couple of chances for Mattoon, the Raiders get the ball back.
Carson to bring it across the timeline between the circles. Back out front, Hayes. Left wing, Comnick on the drive. Thought about the 15-footer. Right wing, Schilling in the corner, Smith. Smith wide open to the basket on the baseline, up and good.
That's about as easy a layup as you're going to get, Jay. We got a good view of that right in front of us, and they just parted the Red Sea for Gabe, and it's nice to have Gabe back. He's been off for a couple games with sickness, and he just adds that element for our team.
I don't think Gabe thought he was that wide open. Out front to Rice. Rice looking, goes right side, or Hoff goes to Rice. They go inside Smith. Smith's got somebody in the baseline. There it is, up and good. Give the bucket to Carson Rice. Got behind the defense. It's tied at 2.
Yeah, and easily there. Right, got right in the middle and no Railer around him. And he was able to kick off to one of his teammates for an easy basket.
Schilling, Hayes, Connick around the horn. Here goes Smith down the lane, pulls it up and in there. Good!
Gabe 2 for 2 now on 2 drives and just used his strength right there. Jay, he took some contact from Mattoon, but it didn't bother him. And 4 points for Smith, 4 for the Railers.
Gardner in the backcourt. Rice, left wing Wetzel. They go inside Smith. Colton Smith against Connick. Back out front, Gardner. Rice in the corner, Hoff. Out front, Gardner. Gardner in the corner, Hoff. Thought about the 3. Connick was right there. And now in trouble, he goes baseline. Nice pass to Rice. Back out front, Hoff. Hoff in trouble, falls down, and gets called for the travel. Good defense by Lincoln.
Yeah, I did a game, and they were really working that corner for about 3 passes in a row. And finally, the Railers able to get a good trap with Smith and Connick under there. And Mattoon travels with it for their first turnover.
Connick sets the offense, goes right wing Schilling. Schilling out front Hayes. Hayes looking for the back cut, threw it into the traffic, and Mattoon's going to come out of there with it. Rice still in the backcourt, gets it to Gardner. Gardner back to Rice. They're looking to break the press. Rice cross the timeline, goes to Wetzel. Baseline Smith. Smith cross court, nearly threw it to the Lincoln bench. That guy traveled.
Yeah. He caught the tough pass. It was way too high, but he took a couple hops when he went to go get it. So Railers leading here 4-2, 5:39 left, and time for a basket.
Carson, ball screen from Hayes, goes in the corner, Schilling. Back out front, Hayes. Smith, around the horn they go. In the corner, Keon Carson in front of the Mattoon bench. Schilling, Hayes faked the 3, gives it off to Smith. Smith going to ride down the lane, drew the foul. Like the aggressiveness right now of Gabe Smith, Josh.
Yeah, even though he's been sick, he looks active and fresh. You know, sometimes when you come off sickness, it takes a little bit for you to... Nice fake.
Oh, a nice fake. Hayes with the layup. Didn't get it. That was a nice inbounds play by Lincoln.
Yeah, one that's new. I mean, we've ran the same out of bounds plays for 30, 40 years, and I've never seen that one. So something the coaching staff put in, and we couldn't get it.
Oh, and Gardner lost the right to Carson, and Keon Afterburners layup. Got it.
Yeah, not sure you're going to catch him.
6-2, the Rails put her lead.
Yeah, pressure starts to pick up for the Railers, and it's usually key with Carson and Keon Carson, and also when Gowan comes in.
They get it across the timeline. Rice out front. Gardner around the screen from Smith. Gets it to Wetzel. Wetzel back out front. Gardner. They go into Smith. High post. In the corner, Rice. Rice drives baseline against the Lincoln defense to Wetzel. Wetzel back in the corner, Rice. 3 on the way. Up and no good. Back to the iron. Rice gets the long rebound. Back out front, Wetzel. Gardner going to drive baseline around Hayes. Stepped on the baseline.
Turnover, too, and the Railers got away with another one there. We gave up baseline and then gave up the offensive rebound. Looked like there were several Railers there to rebound, but a little too close to the basket as that long rebound came too far back. And, again, the Railers get away with one.
If you just joined us at 6-2 Lincoln, just about 4 minutes to go here in the first period. Schilling out front, Connick. Smith, Carson. Connick in the corner, Schilling. Mattoon running man-to-man. Out front, Hayes. Smith going to go down the lane again. Goes up for the layup. What's the call here? The call is a foul. I think it's going to go against Andrew Wetzel, which will be his first and the team's second.
Another drive by Smith, aggressive again, been one of the more aggressive players here for the Railers here tonight as he's got 4 points, and Gabe going to go to the free throw line and get a couple more.
Up and got the first one. So Gabe Smith knocks the first one down. He'll have one more coming to the game for Mattoon, number 10, Madden Johnson. Carson Connick taking a seat for Lincoln. And Aiden Gowan in the basketball game. Second one, Smith up and good. Make it 8-2 Lincoln lead. Big Frank going to come in the basketball game, and Gabe Smith going to take a seat. Josh, being that he's just off of sickness, probably trying to get him a little bit more rest during the game.
Yeah, I think so. Especially, he's come in and been real aggressive, been real active, and you kind of got to watch their fatigue.
Oh, and Lincoln with good defense at the timeline, and Jimmy McKee's got to take a timeout. Let's see if it's a 30-second. I believe it is. 30-second timeout from Jimmy McKee. We'll tell you about many of our fine sponsors. We didn't get much of a chance to do it in the pregame, Josh, because we were kind of pressed for time, but Me Realty's list of the game, if you were going to give 3 keys to tonight's game, what would it be?
Well, we talked about it when, when Scott and I have just getting off to a good start. This Railer team's got to shoot the ball well to put points on the board, and our defense has held strong, but we've got to get in that flow of offense. We're going to start to see some pressure man as we get into next week's schedule, and I think handle the ball, get off to a good start, and Railers have to shoot the ball with a little more consistency. You talked about the way the Lady Railers shot it the other night in Taylorville, as they, 4 or 5 possessions in a row, I think they made threes. That's what the Raiders need.
That's tonight's list of the game, brought to you by Me Realty. When you're ready to list your home, contact the professionals at Me Realty. Johnson across the timeline, out front Rice. Rice to Wetzel, left wing. They're trying to pass it over the zone. They get it to Wetzel. Wetzel back out front Rice. Lincoln's ramped the pressure up just a little bit. Carson all over Rice. Rice falls down with the basketball, and Gowan jumps on it as a jump ball. Possession arrow to Lincoln. Good defense by the Rail Splitters there, and good heads-up play by Aiden Gowan.
Yeah, and then when Gowan comes in, he's just another spark for this basketball team. Very active, very fast, and he's arguably just as fast as Keon, and just with a little bit more size.
Lincoln looked to go inside to Sanders, right wing, baseline Carson, Keon. Keon back out front, Schilling to Hayes. Hayes going to take it down the lane, kick to Keon. Keon going to go in the lane, kick Schilling, 3 on the way, left wing, bang!
Yeah.
Chris Coyne, State Farm, 3-pointer for Trey Schilling.
Yeah, got right in the middle of Keon. That's what he's done a good job of this year, Jay, is getting in the middle of that lane and then kicking out. And a lot of times he's finding Comnick or Schilling on that 3-point line. And Keon with a nice delivery.
A deflection by Hayes at midcourt knocks it out of bounds. Stay Mattoon basketball. But right now the Lincoln defense looks to be in command. Rice in the corner, Wetzel back out front, Johnson. Johnson to Hoff. Hoff, top of the key, looking for somebody here. Smith in the lane against Sanders. Smith, ball kicked out and it went to Wetzel. Cross-court pass, Johnson. They go cross-court. Wetzel, 3 on the way. Up, no good. Back to the iron, and chasing it down with Trey Schilling. Here comes Lincoln in a hurry. Keon doesn't have the numbers. Kick back to Hayes. Hayes, top of the key. Right wing, Keon. In the corner, Gowan. Out front, Schilling. Schilling, the handoff to Hayes. Hayes going to go down the lane. Great pass to Sanders, up and good.
Yeah, boy, Hayes has done a good job this year, Jay, of really passing the basketball. Coach Al talks about having that 4-man that can really dribble and pass, and he's got another one, and just a junior.
Johnson now finally across the timeline, almost a backcourt violation. Rice out front, Johnson. Johnson goes into Smith. Smith, 15-foot turnaround, good. Nice shot by Colton Smith right over Drew Hayes. Nailed it. It's 13-4, like a minute 45 to go here in the first quarter. Keon across the timeline, the handoff to Hayes. Hayes, kick out to Gowan. Gowan kicks it out to Schilling. Schilling drives right down the lane. Good pass to Sanders, up and good!
Yeah, another drive, and that time Trey got in the middle of the lane. And I don't know if Frank's man's coming over to help to try to stop the drive. Must be, because Frank's been wide open the last 2 trips down the court.
Wetzel in a little bit of trouble, gets off to Johnson. Johnson to Rice, back to Johnson. Johnson, right side Rice. Rice in trouble, in the trap. Got it to Hoff. Now he's in trouble. Schilling nearly stripped it away. Ball on the floor, in the lane. Hoff falls down. Wetzel has a left wing 3 up, no good. Battle for the rebound on the floor. Mattoon knocks it out of bounds. Oh, I don't know about that, Jeff.
Yeah, it looks like it was out on Mattoon as they were tipping for the ball, but I know we're up 15-4 here, but it looks like the Green Wave just a little bit quicker after the ball, especially on the rebounding. We've given up some offensive rebounds, and we talked about in the pregame. Mattoon is not bigger than us.
Brady Miller in the game for Lincoln. Into the game for Mattoon, number 20, Cale Kimbrough. Rice out front. Wetzel around to Johnson, back to Wetzel. They go in the corner to Cole Larson in the basketball game for Mattoon. Josh, if my memory is right, Wetzel can shoot it. I think he's done it against us before.
Name sounds familiar.
And I noticed the defense is kind of keeping an eye on him. He's not gotten great looks at the basket so far. Out front, Johnson, Wetzel. Johnson, they're just kind of playing catch with it around the horn, trying to get something against this Lincoln defense. Johnson, cross-court Wetzel. They go to Rice in a hurry. 11 seconds to go. They've been holding for the last one all along. Down 15-4. Coach Allen, Coach Gregg up, yelling at the defense. Wetzel's in trouble. Out front, Rice going to have trouble getting a shot off. Partially blocked in at the end of one quarter. It's Lincoln 15 and Mattoon 4. We'll send it back to the WLCN studios for 60 seconds. You're listening to Raider Basketball on 96.3 FM.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com.
Josh, that was a good first quarter for Lincoln, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, it was. You know, we moved, and I think Mattoon struggled to score, although they came into the game averaging, 54 points a game, obviously a long way from that, but probably haven't seen a lot of 1-2-2s like the Lincoln 1-2-2. But, yeah, we're moving. We've gotten able to attack the basket with some nice drives and then kick down to Frank. A little similar to the game like U-High where Frank had his career high, where the Railers are penetrating and finding the big man.
Great steal by Carson Connick, and here he comes the other way. Gets it in the corner. Gowan. Miller, three on the way. No good. Front of the iron. Johnson chases it down in the corner. And here comes Mattoon the other way. Gowan will hound him in the backcourt. They break the press by getting it in the middle. And Gardner will handle the basketball out front. Mattoon substituting really Bryce Jean in the basketball game for Mattoon, number 11. Gardner, Johnson, G in the corner. Johnson baseline, 15-footer, threw it over the bucket. Ball knocked out of bounds, and I think it went off of Cole Larson last. It did, as he bumped into Brady Miller. Length of the floor to go, 15-4. Lincoln leads, 7:19 to go here in the half.
Yeah, Miller, Comnick, Sanders, Gowan, and Smith in there right now.
Mattoon looks like they've gone zone. They go in the corner. Gowan, three on the way. No good. Rolled across the iron. Jean comes out with a rebound. Mattoon in a hurry, and they threw the ball away.
Too much of a hurry. Yeah, and at the, we talked about getting guys going and getting our shooting going. Gowan's one of those guys we got to get going. We need 2 or 3 threes from him per night, and he does a great job defensively. He's done everything that Coach Al wants him to do on that end. But the Railers just we need him to shoot the ball.
And we know Aiden Gowan can shoot. He's got a nice stroke. He's just not getting it down. Gowan, long three. No, it's the alley-oop. Sanders goes up, gets it, and pins it against the rim.
Most people can't, a lot of people can't do that just because they don't jump all enough or they're not tall enough, but that's one that doesn't happen very often.
No.
You see shots from three-point land that do that, but not when you're going up to shoot something that's point blank.
So, on the alternating possession, Lincoln got the basketball. Miller out front. Sanders like to have that one back. In the corner, Smith. Back out front, Comnick. Comnick going to drive in. Comnick got fouled by Jean, I believe. Foul is on Bryce Jean. That is his first, and Mattoon's first of the second quarter. Smith, baseline jumper up, no good, and grabbing the rebound was Kimbrough. Mattoon will work it the other way. Johnson working against Gowan, gets it to Jean. Johnson between the circles. Jean right wing, looking for somebody in trouble. Now he's in trouble against the trap. Gets it in the corner, Gardner baseline, out front Johnson. Larson, they go baseline, Jean. Sanders swats it away, knocked out of bounds, I think, by Kimbrough. Let's see, yep. Carson Comnick had good position on Kimbrough, and Kimbrough knocked it out of bounds over his shoulder.
Yeah, good block shot there by Frank, too, as he came over there and gave some help.
Now Mattoon looks almost like a 3-1-1 offense out there. It's a little strange.
There's a lot of openings there, though. I think our guards can penetrate with Comnick and Miller a little bit.
Comnick thought about the three, gets it to Miller. Miller fakes the three, drives in, kick out Smith. Smith, three on the way, left side, up no good. Gowan skies for the rebound, back out Smith. Comnick, three on the way, bang! Chris Coyne, State Farm, three-pointer for Carson Comnick.
Well, a lot of times that happens off an offensive rebound, Jay. You see it a lot where that rebound comes out, almost a steal by Smith. Rebound comes out, ball movement. Defense is trying to recover, and Comnick able to get the feet set.
Comnick tried taking the charge inside, didn't get the call, and there was a foul called under the bucket. Let's see who's on. I think it's Aiden Gowan. Yep. That is Gowan's first and Lincoln's first of the second quarter. Cale Kimbrough going to go to the line for the Green Wave with two. Up, first one good, nothing at the bottom of the net, make it 18-5. Lincoln 5:19 to go here in the second quarter. Drew Hayes coming back in for Big Frank. Balanced scoring right now for Lincoln. Gabe Smith with 6, Big Frank with 4. Miller ties it up in the lane, and Traveling going to get called on that too.
Yeah, Railers, Coach Al not happy with the box out. Or lack thereof, especially on a rebound where Mattoon had a good chance of getting that offensive rebound.
Hayes out front now. Mattoon looks like they're in a 1-3-1. But they've extended it quite a bit. They go in the corner. Comnick, three on the way out of the corner. No good. Didn't hit anything. Coming out of it was Larson. Larson to Gardner. Behind the back dribble to Jean. They're still in the backcourt. Johnson finally gets it across the timeline. Johnson to Jean. Mattoon's kind of small on the floor right now. They don't have much size, period. They go in the corner. Larson. Kimbrough and Comnick having a good battle in the lane. Out front, Gardner. Johnson, three on the way, short. Johnson gets his own rebound on the long rebound, tried passing it inside. Comnick had it and had it batted away. Gardner down the lane, and Hayes looks like he's going to get called for the foul. It was first foul on Drew Hayes, second on the Rail Splitters here in quarter number 2. Jace Gardner at the line. Lefty up and good. 18-6 the Lincoln lead. 4:28 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Railers defense has been good, Jay. We've given now back-to-back points to the Green Wave. They've only got 6 so far midway through the second quarter, but they've got 2 or 3 from the free throw line.
Second one, Gardner up, roll around, no good. Gabe Smith skies for the board. Smith quickly up the floor, going to bring it up against Gardner, bumped all the way into Gowan. Gowan out front, Miller. Gowan fakes the three, drives in, looking for somebody. Miller, Hayes fakes the three in the corner. Gowan, nice ball fake, step back three, up good, bang! Chris Coyne, State Farm three. Braden Gowan, a nice ball fake, John.
Yeah, you're right, great ball fake. He actually did it twice in that possession, and the Raiders just stayed with that one side of the court and kept working it, and finally got it over to Gowan, which he gave that second head fake, went by him, stepped back, and made a three-pointer for him. And we talked about it. It's a guy we got to get going.
Drew Hayes back in the basket. Drew Hayes knocked it out of bounds. Trey Schilling back in the basketball game for Lincoln. Jean to Gardner. They're looking inside Smith. Now Lincoln protecting the pass against him. Wetzel and stolen by Gowan. Gets it out to Smith. Here comes Gabe. Gabe, one guy to beat. Layup time. Got it. 23-6 the Lincoln lead.
That's what I like to see, Jay. Turnovers turned into quick baskets so that Railers team get out and score some easy ones.
Jean gets it to Wetzel. To Smith. Jean in trouble. 3 Railers surrounding him. Gets it out to Wetzel.
Well, the way they're seeing everything is that 3 Railers are on all the time.
And Gardner stepped out of bounds on the baseline. It'll turn over and it'll go Lincoln's way with 3:21. And Jimmy McKinney calls a full timeout. I'll tell you what, let's keep it right here because we got tons of the sponsors we want to tell you about. Brian Clark, your good neighbor State Farm agent for home, auto, life, and health insurance needs. See Brian to review a quote for help understanding your current policy or to get started on your personal price plan. Stop by the office at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Call him at 217-732-6211. Visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Chase Lowry, your Lincoln Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 407 Keokuk in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. Member SIPC. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butter Burger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. The Eaton Corporation, building over 5 million high-quality commercial and residential power distribution products each year. Check them out online at eaton.com. The Carpet House, the professional design team will work with you for 100% satisfaction. Stop by the showroom at 1320 Woodlawn Road or call 217-735-2531. The Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, Capstill, helping people, changing lives. America's Poverty Fighting Network. Call 217-732-2159 or find them online at capstill.info. Josh, Lincoln playing pretty good so far.
Yeah, as we said earlier, their Mattoon seems like there's a Railer all over them at all times. Not just one, sometimes 2 and 3.
Comnick in the corner, Gowan against the Mattoon 1-3-1. Back out front, Comnick. They go through it inside to Smith. A bit too hard. Gabe couldn't handle it. Out of bounds. It'll go Mattoon's way.
Yeah, that 1-3-1 is something different, too. It's, you don't see that defense all the time, so it's taking a little bit for the Railers to figure out where those openings are.
Gardner gets it across the timeline to Rice. Rice, hounded by Gowan. Gets it to Gardner. Smith. Rice. They go in the corner. Gene. He drives baseline on Comnick. Now he's in trouble. Back out Smith. 3 Railers around him. They go inside Gardner. Put his shoulder down. No good. Rebound, Gabe Smith. Smith to Comnick, and Carson hustles up the left side of the floor. Gets it in the corner to Schilling. Schilling in the double team. Kicks it out to Hayes. Drew. In the corner, Gowan. Gowan, 3 on the way. Is it? Bang, baby! 3 on the way. Chris Quinn, St. Farm 3 for Gaten Gowan.
Well, I think when you play this 1-3-1, that's generally the openings against that are in the corners, and Coach Alexander has stuck Gowan, and he's also stuck Schilling in the corner, and we're getting wide open looks. And the unforced turnover there.
Maybe an unforced turnover. We might be able to sign Carson up as a quarterback for football.
Yeah, it was
led his receiver just a little bit too much.
Wasn't a good pass.
Nice defensive play down on the other end to strip him the ball, though. Gene gets it to Gardner. Gardner to Gene. Out to Gardner. Mattoon looking for something, looking for anything at this point, down 26-6. Rice in the corner, Gene. Back out front, Gardner. Mattoon now trying to double post with a high and low, and knocked away by Schilling on the Lincoln bench. Mattoon going to sub once again.
12 turnovers now for Mattoon, Jay, and you got almost as many turnovers as shots attempted. It's not going to fare well for you.
Jordan Hoff back to the basketball game, and they go inside the zone and kick back out by Rice. Now a nice steal by Hayes on the baseline. Hayes quickly ahead to Gowan. Gowan ahead of the pack. Layup, got it.
Yeah, that's what you like to see. Again, turnover turned into quick points, and the Raiders have those athletes that can get out on the break, and Hayes is one of those guys that can deliver a good outlet pass as a turnover. Number 13 now for Mattoon, just in the front court with not a lot of pressure.
Josh, right now, Lincoln, I believe, now 11 of 18 from the floor. Excellent shooting so far in the first half by the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of, and they're 2 of 2 from the free throw line and 4 of 8 from three-point land.
In the corner, Schilling. Schilling, nice fake. Back out front, Carson. Carson to Gowan. Gowan with the ball fake again. In the corner, Hayes. Out front, Keon. In the corner, Hayes again. Going to try the 3 out of the corner. Up. No good. And batted out of there by Gowan. Lincoln almost had it. Rice comes out of there with it. Quickly to Hoff. Hoff across the timeline. Hoff almost stolen away by Lincoln. Wetzel out of the corner. 3. Goal.
There's your Wetzel with a 3. He was... You said he could shoot, and he's right. He got one to finally go.
And we got a foul under the basket. It's on Lincoln. And is it on Frank Sanders? Couldn't tell. Let's see. Nope, it was on Drew Hayes. That's true. 2 on Drew. And with 56 seconds, do you leave him in there, Josh?
Well, it looks like he's going to. I'd bring him out with a comfortable lead.
They go inside. Don't get the third one. Drew up and good by Johnson against Drew Hayes.
What, 5-point possession there for Mattoon with the 3 made and then the put in. So they've matched almost their total for the whole half.
In the corner, Keon. Back out front, Schilling.
We got to get some guards at the top that can penetrate right into those gaps that you see this one right in front of Hayes as.
Lincoln look like they're going for the last shot here. 28 seconds to go here in the half. Yep, they're pulling it out. Carson, Hayes, in the corner, Gowan. Oh, they got Sanders underneath. Sanders back out front, Hayes. Carson, Keon drives it in. Kick to Gowan. Wide open 3 out of the corner. Bang! Another Chris Coyne State Farm 3 for Aiden Gowan. It's 31-11.
Yeah, great find by Keon. Again, got right in the middle of the lane and then found the hot shooter for the Raiders here so far here tonight.
Johnson, ball knocked away, and here comes Keon. 50-footer at the gun. Oh, it went in! It went in! It did not count. The referee says no! Oh, my!
That was good, I think. I didn't hear anything. I know I got the headphones on.
I thought he got it off before the light came on the board, and the official says no. And the Lincoln crowd does not like it at all.
Yeah, I think he was wrong there. We'll go back to the tape. I'm sure Lloyd had a perfect view of it on the camera, and I think he was definitely wrong here, and the fans are telling him.
Let's go ahead and send it back to the WLCN studios for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Grau Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic halftime show.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Boys Basketball. WLCN's live video stream coverage of LCHS Railer Basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping, Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Culver's of Lincoln, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, Expedia Cruises, First National Bank in Tremont, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center of Lincoln, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, Lincoln Land Communications, Me Realty, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, Missy's Sweet Shop, Schneider Masonry, and United Community Bank. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer Boys Basketball. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com.
Welcome back, Raider fans here at halftime. The Raiders lead at 31-11 over the Green Wave from Mattoon. We'll run through the scoring. First for the Green Wave from Mattoon. They were led by a couple guys with 3 points. Jace Gardner with 3, and also Andrew Wetzel with 3. 2 points apiece for Madden Johnson and Colton Smith, and 1 point for Cale Kimbrough. The Raiders were led here tonight by the senior Aiden Gowan. Nice to see Aiden get back on track here. 11 points for Gowan, 3 of 4 from the three-point line. Give Aiden 11. 8 points for Gabe Smith, fresh off a couple game absence with Gabe being under the weather. Give 8 to Gabe. 4 points for Frank Sanders. 3 points apiece for Carson Komnick and Trey Schilling, and 2 points for Keon Carson. Again, the Raiders leading here at half, 31-11. We'll kick it back to the studios for a quick break. You're in the Grau Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show, and you're listening to Lincoln Raider Basketball.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show. Josh Connick along with Jay Harden and Lloyd Kirby here from Coach Neil Alexander Court as the Railers lead it here at half 31-11. And Jay, as we talked about earlier, good defensive effort from the Railers, only giving up 11 points here. 15 turnovers by Mattoon, and it's been all defense by the Railers. Really stingy, not giving a lot of good looks.
You've obviously seen the boys live more than I have, but Josh, I venture to say this is probably the best first half that the Lincoln boys have played all year, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, 31 points. Obviously, Mattoon, a little lesser opponent than some of the guys that we've seen as of late, but the Railers are coming out. They're hungry. They know they've got a tough stretch coming down the wire as we get closer to regional time, and every game's important. We talked about in the pregame about that regional seed, so they've got to take care of business, and they've got off to a good start. Nice to see Aiden Gowan get going. I think we've been waiting for Aiden. He always supplies the defense and the hustle and the leadership as a senior should, but his shooting has not been where I think Aiden would have expected, nor the fans, but he's got off to a good start. And boy, what a great time to bring it back if he can get it going here for this next stretch of 6 or 8 games is a huge help for the Railers.
When you look at this right now, Drew Hayes coming off a 16-point performance against Jacksonville. He doesn't have any points tonight, but Drew has done a lot of the little things. Got inside, got some rebounds, got some big assists too. And when Drew drives, he's drawn a lot of the defenses and are able to kick the ball around to the open guy. So Drew Hayes, even though he hasn't scored, has played a very good first half.
And Drew and Carson Connick are the leading scorers for the Railers on the season, and they got a combined 3 points. So you talk about this team that has other weapons. We saw Gabe Smith come back and be aggressive after his illness for a couple games. We found a way to get the ball to Frank in scoring positions, and then Gowan and Trey's probably our third leading scorer on the season, and I think he's only got 3. So out of our top 3 scorers, we got 6 points, and the Railers have got 31 here at half.
31-11, the Lincoln lead here at halftime. Both teams back on the floor. Let's say about a few of our sponsors, just in case we don't get any timeouts in the second half. The Grimaldi Law Office, Logan County's only law firm, dedicated exclusively to the practice of criminal law. Hopefully you'll never need Jim, but if you do, it's 217-651-8089. Headline Salon, 602 and a half Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Call Brett at 217-651-8310. Headline Salon, where your hair makes the statement. Josh Connick goes there. Lincoln Printers, providing complete quality satisfaction at a fast, fair price while utilizing modern technology and a creative flair. Phone 217-732-3121. Schneider Chiropractic, providing results for body reconditioning, back and neck problems, along with preventative sports injury procedures. Call 217-732-2140. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call Brad 217-314-9654. Tarter Brothers Mechanical, 602 in downtown Lincoln, and online at tarterbrothers.com. Well, the next Railer game, Josh, is down at Taterville at Dolph Stanley Court in the West Gym at Taterville. The girls shot the lights out there last night. Let's hope the boys can do the same thing tomorrow night. But first, we got to put 4 quarters together here. That's going to be the question. You put 2 good quarters together here, but now it's halftime, and what have you done for me lately?
Right.
You got to finish this one out.
Well, you got to come out in the first 3 minutes, and you can. I know it's a 20-point lead here, but a couple of threes by Mattoon, and you're right back in business. So if you're Lincoln, it's their basketball. You get a couple stops and a couple makes, and get this thing to 25-28, and the Green Wave will be ready to get back on the bus.
At this point, Josh, don't you think you've got to continue not only the pressure defensively, but offensively? You've got to continue the aggression to push the ball, to draw the defense and get the ball to the open guy for the great shot.
Keep doing what's working, and if Mattoon's going to stay in that 1-3-1, we'll see if we can find our shooters in the corner.
Smith almost with the pick and knocked it into the bench. Good defense by Gabe Smith, anticipating that cross-court pass. That is one of the most dangerous passes, Josh, against the 1-2-2 to make that cross-court pass.
See a lot of steals and a lot of layups come after those passes.
Out front, Rice. Right wing, Wetzel. They go in the corner, Gene. Gene hounded by Connick. Gene going to drive it in. Look like he traveled the basketball. Gets it Smith. Smith shot on the way. Baseline. No good. Batted out of bounds. And I think it was touched last by Gabe Smith.
Yeah, Gabe not good rebounding position. I will say one thing. The Railers were, we got out rebounded 12-8 in that first half, and 6 offensive rebounds for Mattoon. And you said it in the pregame that this team is not bigger than Lincoln, and we still are gotten out rebounded.
And Connick just got bowled to the bucket by Gene. And Gene went right over Carson, lowered his shoulder, got the shot up and in, 31-13. 7:19 to go.
Yeah, Mattoon will go back to man after they figured the 1-3-1 was not working.
Keon, great drive, kicks it out Smith. Smith, Connick, Schilling in the corner, Keon. Keon against Colton Smith. He can take him off the dribble drive. Gets a Schilling out of the corner. No good. Rebound Mattoon. Nothing but green shirts under the basket. Here they come in a hurry the other way. Rice the basketball. Out front, Gene. 3 on the way. Up, no good. Rebound Schilling. Schilling to Keon, and Keon going to push it up the floor. Gets it in the corner, Smith. Smith out front, Schilling. Schilling to Connick. Connick left wing, baseline Carson. Out front, Smith going to try the 3. Up, around and out, no good. Hayes had it knocked out from behind.
Yeah, I think out of over the back on the defense, or on the defense there. Hayes had great rebounding position, and if he doesn't knock it out or foul him, it's an easy layup.
Into Hayes, out front, Keon Carson in the corner. Oh, nope. There's a good pass inside to Hayes, up and good. Yeah, they set the screen and then made the cut.
Yeah, they were really concentrated on Carson to go out in the corner and get that 3, but Keon with a great find as Hayes slipped that screen.
Now in the trap out front, trapped again. Oh no, they got out of the trap. They get it to Gene. Gene drives around everybody. Over Connick. Good block by Carson. And a jump ball called.
Yeah, good job of Carson to staying straight up. And I think he was going to take the charge had he gone a little farther with his dribble, but he pulled up and stopped, and Carson made him shoot over the top of him and was able to get the, they call it a jump ball, but probably like a block shot.
Hayes out front, left wing Carson Connick. Connick going to drive around everybody. Nice pass to Drew Hayes. Nice dump off Hayes. Up and no good. That's a tough shot from there. Off the back of the iron. And here comes Gardner the other way, and he drew a foul on somebody. It's on Carson Connick. And I believe that is Carson's first of the game and the first of the third quarter on the Rail Splitters. Glad you joined us tonight here on WLCN FM, the Mixler app, or our YouTube channel. We'll be busy tomorrow on WLCN with 2 games, a doubleheader from different locations. Wetzel, left wing 3 up, no good. Carson Connick with nice position and good rebound. Hayes quickly up the floor. Drew going to go down the lane, up against Smith. Up, got the bucket and count it.
Yeah, not good strength there, and he got hit, as he went up, and Drew's one of the guys on the team that can take that hit and still get it up on the bankboard and have a chance for it to go in. That time he did it, and a good drive. You'd like to see again that 4-man or 4 or 5, whatever you want to call him at this point in the game.
Hayes, Freebie, up and good. Out of that.
He struggled from the free throw line this year, getting better at it though.
Gowan, Miller, and Sanders into the game for Connick, Keon Carson, and Gabe Smith. Rice in the backcourt. Mattoon still in the backcourt. Gets it to Gardner. They're still in the backcourt. They're going to get close to a 10 here. They're going to watch it. Finally, they get it across the timeline. Gardner out front, Rice. Looking inside Smith. Right wing Wetzel. Wetzel drives baseline. Cross-court pass to Gene. Quickly around the horn they go. Out front, Gardner. In the corner, Rice. Gardner. Miller on him. Back out front, Wetzel. Good defense so far by Lincoln this possession. Rice, Gene. They're not getting much in the way of looks.
No, they're not even looking at the basket.
Smith to Gene. Gene with Sanders on him. No place to go. Oh, that was kind of a circus shot. Up and under with the right hand. Off the left side, laid it in.
Gained a lot of ground there without a dribble, it looked like to me. But he was able to, as you said, circle.
Sanders turns on Smith. Now he's got to get rid of the basketball and get out of the lane. What am I saying? They don't call 3 seconds.
No, that's rarely called anymore.
Schilling, nice bounce pass. Sanders up and good. A great assist from Trey Schilling. Frank just has that knack for getting open down there on the blocks.
Yeah, he's the right man at the right spot with the guards doing a good job of penetrating.
Hayes with a steal out front, ahead to Gowan, layup good. 40-15, the Lincoln lead.
17 turnovers now for Mattoon.
Gardner. Now they get it across the timeline to Gene. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Lincoln up 25 on the Green Wave. Out front, Gardner. Rice. In the corner, Gene drives on Sanders. Layup time. Threw it up, no good. Hayes up for the rebound.
Boy, like Hayes rebounds the ball, and he gets it at the top of his jump and with his arms all the way extended.
Miller, Schilling, bang! Yet another Chris Klein State Farm 3 for Trey Schilling. Out of the corner, 43-15.
Well, Jay, we need to bring you along a little more often. The Railers putting the ball in the hole here tonight.
Layup time by Gardner. Gets it in. Over 3 Railers. And make it 43-17. Yeah, but I'm not doing so great on the defense.
We'll take 17 halfway through the third.
Schilling, Miller. In the corner, Hayes. Miller, long 3. Oh, around and out. Gene, the rebound. Nice pick by Shaw. Almost had it. And unfortunately, Rice came back up with it, and he makes a 10-footer up and good. Boy, almost had the pick there. That one just got away from him.
Yeah, Trey just a step slow as he did a good job of anticipating. Just a little slow on it, and a lot of times when you miss that steal, it results in 2 points.
Gowan drives in, ball batted away from behind. The turnover go to Mattoon. Here they come up the floor. Gardner against Hayes, throws it inside Smith. Swat away by Big Frank, and here comes Gowan the other way. In the corner, Miller. Miller, nice move around his man. Miller, kick out Hayes. Hayes, ooh, almost lost the basketball to Schilling. Trey, Gowan, Miller. Miller drives in, ball batted away from behind. They were going to Sanders, who got open. But the turnover, we go the other way, 43-19.
A little sloppy right now as the game gets a little more out of hand, and the Railers with a few turnovers here as of late.
Schilling stepped in the passing lane, steals it away. Here he goes, left-handed layup, and the foul going to go against Bryce Jean.
18 turnovers now for Mattoon, 3 of them for the Railers, and Schilling on the, as you said, that cross-court pass doesn't work all that often. No, and Schilling picked it off and is going to go for the line for 2 after he got fouled.
You've seen it for over 20 years. I've seen it longer than that. The 1-2-2, that's just dangerous to do that cross-court pass because there's usually somebody back there that's waiting for it. Schilling, first one up and good, 44-19. Drew Hayes going to take a seat.
Yeah, Blake Horn, the 6'3 junior, will check in for Hayes. Hayes going to get a break as the Railers will be back in action tomorrow as well.
Schilling misses the second of 2. Johnson comes out with a rebound. Hoff fell down in the backcourt. They're still in the backcourt. Jean's got to get across the timeline and hurry. They do to Wetzel. Wetzel baseline Kimbrough. Back out front to Jean. Lost the ball, and I think it may have gone off Lincoln last. Yep, off of Frank, I think. Kanai Carson going to come in the basketball game. Trey Schilling going to get a little bit of a rest. You suppose Coach trying to get a little bit of a rest with the tough back-to-back games?
Yeah, Keon's been out a lot. Smith, Comnick's been out a lot. You've got the back-to-back nights, and we've not been good at back-to-back nights this year, Jay. We played well against U-High and then went on the road and didn't play very well against Rock Island. We played well on a Friday night against Lanphier, and then went to here against a very good Quincy team, obviously, and we were not very good again that night. So maybe fatigue is something the coach is looking at, and he's going to get some starters some definite rest.
Blake Horn with the foul, his first. The first free throw for Jean was up and good. Second one is up and good, and that's 5 for Bryce Jean.
Well, you look back at the schedule too, Jay. We've had 9 games in 3 weeks. We've had 3 weeks of straight three games a week, and that's. I know we never did that when I played. It was basically straight Friday and Saturday, and now you've added these Tuesday games into this, and makes for some long weeks, especially as much as we've been on the road.
Yeah. Kanai Carson with a bad pass into traffic. Too many arms and legs there. Mattoon with the basketball. Wetzel shot out of the corner. No good. Jean's right there for the rebound. Lays it up and in. 44-23. The Lincoln lead down to 21. Miller in the corner. Gowan, 3 on the way. Short. No good. Rebound battle for it. Frank battling for it. Ball out of bounds. Going to go Mattoon's way. Josh, we talked about putting 4 quarters together, and not that the Railers have played bad this third quarter, but it has a chance to get that 30-point lead and put them away.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of those this year, haven't you? I don't think we're going to get that here in the third quarter. And the Railers in the quarter have been not outscored, but just have outscored Mattoon by 1, 13-12. So, as you said, putting 4 quarters together and really trying to open up your lead a little bit more. That team that you followed a lot this year, that Lady Railer team sure does that on a nightly basis.
Yeah, you blink and all of a sudden they're up by 30. Ball out of bounds on the turnover, really an unforced error there. And with 31.1 seconds to go, it is 44-23, the Lincoln lead. Mattoon with the basketball. Jean gets it across to Johnson. Johnson across the timeline to Wetzel. Back out front, Johnson. Wetzel thought about loading up in front of the Mattoon bench. Johnson kicked to Bryce Jean. He's going to drive baseline. Jean looking for somebody. Back out front, Johnson. Johnson to Jean. Drives baseline. Reverse layup coming. Throws it up and in. Bryce Jean has thrown some layups in right around the basket. Gets another one. He's in double figures and going to go to the free throw line. Blake Horn is going to pick up his second foul. That is the third of this quarter on Lincoln. Missed the free throw. Gowan coming the other way. Gowan going to have to hurry to get a shot off here. Gowan out front, Miller. Mattoon guarding the three-point line. Miller throws it up from 30. No good. At the end of 3 quarters, it is Lincoln 44, Mattoon 25. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the flagship station of the Railer Radio Network, WLCN 96.3 FM.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Lincoln up 44-25. 8 minutes to go in the basketball game, and Josh, even quarter, actually Mattoon outscored Lincoln by 1 that quarter. We talked about putting 4 good quarters together. Not that it was a bad quarter, but you had a chance to bury the team and put them away.
Yeah, Mattoon outscored us by 1 there, 14-13, and got sloppy. We got some different guys in there right now, and are trying to feel out their way a little bit. But yeah, it's been sloppy.
Rice, the basketball, Johnson. They go in the corner, Larson, 3 on the way, no good, over everything. And then we're going the other way with a foul under the basket. Let's see who it's on. It's on Mattoon, we know that. And I believe it's on Kale Kimbrough, number 20. That is his first. And the team's first of period number 4. Hayes, Carson, Horn, Gowan, and Miller in the basketball game for the Rail Splitters. Keon across the timeline against the Mattoon man-to-man. Keon was looking for the back cut, didn't get it. Back out front, Kanai Carson. Kanai, Miller, 3 on the way, up, no good, around and out. Kanai's got it. Kanai going to go down the nice, tried to bounce pass, kicked out to Horn to Hayes. In the corner, Keon Carson. Keon looking for somebody, looking for help, back out front, Horn. Left side, Kanai. Miller going to drive baseline, 15-footer, good! Nice move by Brady Miller on the baseline.
Yeah, normally Brady just a guy that sits behind the three-point line looking for his shot. At that time, nice left-handed dribble, one dribble pull-up, and
Hayes with a steal out front. He's going to get called for the foul. Not sure about that one. And that's going to be 3 on Drew Hayes. Well, they have him with 2, so apparently I'd like to. Yeah, we'll take the score. We'll take the score.
Yes.
So
the least the better.
2 on Hayes, and the first on Lincoln. Johnson goes in the corner, Gene against Hayes. Back out front, nearly threw the ball away, but Rice is there to recover. Rice. They go in the corner, Larson. Larson drives baseline against Horn. Back out front, Rice. 3 on the way, a rainbow 3. Gene saves it inbounds. Kimbrough back to Gene. Gene 3 out of the corner, up and good. Here comes Lincoln quickly the other way. Keon to Drew. Out front, Miller to Keon. Kanai. Horn. In the corner, Hayes. Back out front, Keon. Keon, Miller. Miller, corner, Hayes. Drew, Kanai Carson going to drive down the lane, kick out to Miller. Miller around his man. Horn. Hayes, corner 3, up, no good. Rebound, Kanai went for it, and I think he's going to get nailed for the foul. First on Kanai Carson, second on the Railers of the fourth quarter. Nice defense there by Hayes, and Mattoon threw the ball in the backcourt. Kanai got it quickly. Keon up and no good. Hayes poured up and good.
Good follow by Hayes as Keon got a pass from his brother, couldn't convert the layup, but then Drew never settling for his teammate to make a layup, fouled it, gets the rebound in the 2 points.
Back to a 20-point lead. Down the lane, Gene Hayes swats it away. Carson Connick back in the basketball game for Lincoln. Brady Miller going to take a seat. 5:36 to go here in the basketball game. Next girls broadcast is tomorrow at 2:30 from Champaign, and the boys will be on at 4:30 from Taylorville.
Yeah, back-to-back action as as WLCN has brought all the games, and you're down to St. Louis next weekend, right?
O'Fallon and Alton. That's going to be a great weekend for the girls.
You're absolutely right. That's going to be fun to watch.
Larson and Carson nearly got it away from him, and I think they're going to nail Keon on the foul. Yep. That is his first and the team's third of the fourth period. So Mattoon getting close to that special bonus. Looking at inbounds. Keon knocked it away again. And it'll stay Mattoon basketball. Mattoon inbounds, looking inside for Kimbrough. They get it into Kimbrough in the lane, back out front, and they threw the ball away again. Was it tapped by Lincoln? I'm not sure it was. Nope. That'll be a backcourt violation on Mattoon.
Well, Mattoon just started to leave the ball in bounds there. He couldn't find any openings and finally threw it away for their 20th turnover on the night.
Sure can't fault the defense tonight, Josh. It's been pretty doggone good.
Yeah. I think a few times there in the third quarter we got a little sloppy as our offense has kind of gotten a little stagnant, a little sloppy. But all in all, this thing was over pretty early.
Hayes, Keon out to volleyball line, kick in the corner, Comic. Horn thought about loading the three, going to take a mid-range jumper, 15 foot up, no good. Rebound Rice. Rice ahead of Johnson. Johnson ahead of everybody to Gene. Gene with Horn on him. They go baseline Smith. Colton Smith against Hayes. Out front Wetzel. Johnson in the corner Gene. Bryce Gene has been off the bench, has kind of done some damage here. Knocks it off Carson Connick. It'll be out of bounds, Mattoon basketball.
Good trap there by Horn and Connick, and the only thing Mattoon can do is throw it off of one of the Railers. So that's one thing you do in a trap. Don't try to reach and slap for it. Try to have one of your other teammates get the steal, and defense was good there.
We have a 30-second timeout on the floor. Tell you what, we'll tell you about a couple of our fine sponsors here during the timeout. The Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Pastor Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. And Josh, with the rain we've had around here and the standing water, there's a guy with an ark that may meet you at the Full Gospel Evangelistic Center.
Yeah, there's been it's pretty saturated. I'm tired of my car looking like a mud ball.
The LMH Community Health Collaborative, improving the health of the people and communities it serves. Find them on Facebook to learn more about offerings such as the LMH Trailblazers walking program on Wednesdays. If you're not walking with them on Wednesdays, you deserve a medal with this weather the way that it's been. Mattoon basketball inbound, 4:44 to go here. Ball on the floor and tied up, and it looks like a jump ball. Blake Horn did a good job getting his hands in there. It'll be Lincoln basketball.
Yeah, the deflection also by Kenai Carson that led to that turnover. Now the Railers came to 22 with Mattoon.
Keon in the corner, Horn out front, Kenai. Kenai drives down the lane, left-handed up, no good. Nice drive in the lane. Kenai just could not convert. 4:25 to go. Stolen by Carson Connick to Kenai. Kenai the afterburners, left-handed up and good.
Yeah, that time he got it. Kenai with a layup and a steal. Him and Connick with a nice little trap there, and Kenai probably equally as fast as his brother. And boy, he got some speed up top there.
Carson Connick with the pickoff there on that cross-court pass. We talk about it. Horn in the corner, Keon. Keon drives in. The long pass nearly thrown away to Kenai. And Kenai picked off by Mattoon, trying to get it to Hayes. And Gene dribbled off of, I think, Hayes' foot. And it goes to Keon Carson, who drives in. Blake Horn out front to Hayes. Hayes in the corner, Kenai. Back to Hayes. Carson Connick. Keon. Keon drives it in, travel, no call. Hayes with a three, no good. Back to the iron. Wetzel, the rebound, he's quickly the other way. 1-2, throws it up, no good. Hayes skied for the rebound and got fouled.
Yeah, Hayes again, he does such a good job of catching that rebound at the top of his jump along with his long arms. That time Mattoon just fouled him right at the elbow when Hayes had his rebound all the way up.
Brody Tungate in the basketball game for Lincoln. Brady Miller comes back in. Carson Connick and Kenai Carson going to take a seat. With 3:27 to go here, and Lincoln up 22 on Mattoon, 50-28. Miller to Drew Hayes. Tungate, Horn, Miller, Kanai, Horn. Horn going to drive in another 15-footer up and no good, around and out. Blake Horn's got a couple of nice mid-range jumpers, just couldn't get him down. Mattoon, the long pass, shot on the corner, up, no good. Rebound, they made wholesale substitution. Sean Fuentes with the rebound there. Out front, Wetzel. Lincoln Hayes also in the basketball game for them, as is Josh Agunu. Shot up and good. Madden Johnson with his shot makes it. And that'll be 50-31, the Lincoln lead. Kanai Carson had it swatted away by Wetzel, and Kanai will track it down to the backcourt. Tungate, Horn, in the corner, Miller, out front, Hayes. Kanai just simply lost his dribble, fell down. Here comes Mattoon quickly the other way. Wetzel with a layup, didn't get it. Miller tapped to Hayes. Hayes to Kanai. Kanai ahead of the pack. Here he comes, layup, good.
Good pass up there by Hayes. A wide open Kanai Carson and a couple of the guys that perform on the sophomore level. And the Railer sophomores were victorious tonight, 46-35. Horn and Tungate out there that play on the sophomore level, JV.
Well, foul on Lincoln, a little bit of a late call. We'll see who the foul is on. Frank Sanders, Big Frank back in the basketball game, and that may be the last we see of Drew Hayes.
Yeah, I think Hayes is not going to be done again. The Railers, as well, Jay said, it's a doubleheader tomorrow as the Lady Railers are in. Is it in Champaign?
Yes.
Yeah, so you got to travel to Champaign. The boys will be over in Taylorville for that 4:30 varsity start. I believe the Lady Railers is a 2:30 start.
Yep.
So double barrel action tomorrow for WLCN and the Railers.
Foul was on Brady Miller, shot out of the corner by Lincoln Hayes, and he nailed a three-pointer. 52-34, the Rail Splitter lead. Minute 33 to go here in the basketball game. And Coach Al calls timeout to get subs in the basketball game. Preston Short in. Bryce Vlavich in the basketball game for Lincoln. So Coach has gone all the way to the end of his bench here in this basketball game.
Yep, a couple freshmen in, Vlahovic and Short. Tungate, Kanai Carson, and Blake Horn out there for the Railers.
In the corner, Vlavich. Back out front to Short. Horn, Tungate. Out front, Short. Vlavich, had a wide open lane to the basket, didn't take it. Kanai, shot up and no good. Back of the iron. Tungate missed a shot out of the corner, and the bench would have gone crazy if he made that one. 57 seconds, under a minute to go here. 52-34, the Lincoln lead. Fuentes, long three, up and around and out, no good. Horn had position on the rebound, had it knocked away from behind him. It will be Lincoln basketball with 49 seconds to go. Tungate in the backcourt to Blake Horn. Horn with left-handed dribble, splits two defenders. Goes to Kanai. Out front, Tungate. Short. Vlavich. Oh, stolen away by Mattoon. Here comes Madden Johnson the other way. Up and good. Kanai Carson got back there. Couldn't block the shot. 52-36. Horn the basketball. Left-handed dribble. And Mattoon now trying to play defense from behind.
Yeah, they're just reaching and slapping now. The Railers just got to protect it here and come away with this with the victory here to improve now to 17-7 on the season, as Mattoon will fall to 12-11.
There it is, folks. It is a hometown Hawks victory for the Lincoln Rail Splitters, sponsored by Heartland Community College, Lincoln's hometown Hawks program. Live local, learn local. That is win number 950 for Coach Neil Alexander in his storied career. Win number 791 here at Lincoln in his storied career here. We're going to send it back to the station for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, Josh and I will have the Crown Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic post-game show. You're listening to Railer Basketball on 96.3 FM.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Boys Basketball. WLCN's live video stream coverage of LCHS Railer Basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping, Brian Clark, State Farm Insurance, Chase Lowry, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Culver's of Lincoln, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Darren Powell, State Farm Insurance, Expedia Cruises, First National Bank in Tremont, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center of Lincoln, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, Lincoln Land Communications, Me Realty, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, Missy's Sweet Shop, Schneider Masonry, and United Community Bank. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer Boys Basketball. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Welcome back here from a happy Coach Neil Alexander court as the Railers win it here 52-36 over the Green Wave from Mattoon. The Railers improved to 17-7 on the season, while Mattoon falls to 12-11. We'll run through the scoring first for the Green Wave. They were led by Bryce Jean with 13 tonight. 7 points for Madden Johnson. 4 points for Carson Rice, 3 points for a number of different guys. Jace Gardner, Andrew Wetzel, Lincoln Hayes, all with 3. 2 points for Colton Smith and 1 free throw for Cale Kimbrough. The Railers were led here tonight early on, all in the first half, by Aiden Gowan. Gowan with 13. He was 3 of 5 from three-point land. 8 points for Gabe Smith. All his damage was done in the first half as well. 7 points for Drew Hayes to go along with 4 rebounds and 5 assists. 6 points for Frank Sanders. 4 points for Kenai Carson. 3 points for Carson Comnick. And 2 points for Brady Miller and Keon Carson as the Railers win it here 52-36. We'll send it back to the studio. Back here with more of the postgame. And you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. This live
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, hometown Heartland College hometown win for the Lincoln Rail Splitters tonight, 52-36. And Josh, Lincoln put together a pretty good ball game tonight. Statistically, it looks really good. They shot pretty good tonight. I'm not sure that they rebounded particularly well tonight when we look at the final stats, but Lincoln played a pretty good basketball game.
Yeah, they did. They shot the ball pretty well. Mattoon wasn't great. They turned the ball over a lot tonight and then struggled to find openings. And the Railers, part of the 1-2-2 was the reason for that. They only gave up 36, only gave up 11 here at halftime. And, the Green Wave just struggled to find openings. Mattoon, 14 of 38 from the field for 37%. 4 of 18 from three-point land and 57% from the free throw line, 4 of 7. 28 rebounds for the Mattoon Green Wave, 11 of them offensive, 25 turnovers on 6 steals for Mattoon. The Railers shoot 49% from the field, 21 of 43, 6 of 20 from three-point land for 30%, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. 20 total rebounds for the Railers, 5 of them offensive, 9 turnovers on 13 steals for Lincoln. Again, the Railers were led here tonight with one man in double figures by Aiden Gowan with 13 for the 52-36 win over Mattoon.
And victorious head coach Neil Alexander has joined us here at the top of the lower bowl of Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. First of all, Coach, congratulations on the victory tonight. I thought your club put together about as good a first half as they have all year and really played a pretty good ball game overall for 4 quarters.
Yeah, we were able to work on some things. They played some 1-3-1, which that defense is really hard to work on in practice because it's a hard one to master and how your movements go. So it's always good to see a 1-3-1 and where we can attack it and work on those things.
Gabe Smith was aggressive coming out of the gate, got some early buckets that kind of helped open up things for the players outside as well. He also had some good interior passing to Frank Sanders too there in the first half, and he was able to get 2 or 3 easy buckets.
Well, with Frank in the game, we've started putting him down on the block where we can open up driving lanes. When we play 5 out, you start pinching the driving lanes and it's harder to get to the basket. So, playing 4 out instead of the 5, and then you got him and his man comes to help when you get in the paint, it leaves him open.
You shot really well in the first half, and it still ended up 21 of 43 for the game. That's one of the better shooting nights I think you've had here this season. We'll take it.
And some of those from Frank helps that percentage. But, Coach, you only gave up 11, and Mattoon obviously struggled to find scores, and you sat a lot of your guys here tonight. Anything on thought? I know you were up quite a bit, but also where we've struggled on back-to-back nights. Any thought for your guys is one of the reasons they got a little more of a break?
Well, guys that practice every day, they deserve a little bit of time, and if not equal time, but that's not going to happen. That's just the nature of the beast. But, if you can get other guys that come to practice every day, they work hard, they sacrifice an awful lot, and those guys there are the ones that really make your team what it is. And, by coming to practice every day, working hard, they're the unsung heroes. So it was good to get them on the court.
Coach, away tomorrow at Taylorville, another non-conference opponent. Used to be conference, but now non-conference. The Railers have been good on the road this year, Coach. 7-2 overall. Taylorville struggling this year, coming in 4-17 before tonight. You got to go on the road and take care of business early tomorrow.
Yeah, they're really, really well coached. Brian Brown does a great job, and I look for him to. Well, first of all, I'd like to take our shot clock with us tomorrow, because I think he'll try to hold the ball and make it a shorter game. So we're going to have to get out and get some pressure on them and see what they can do and see whether they can handle the pressure. And at times I thought our pressure was really good tonight.
I thought especially in the first half, your pressure was very good. You forced Mattoon into a lot of turnovers. You also got a lot of picks on their cross-court passes. Josh and I were talking about that. That is one pass that's very dangerous against your 1-2-2 defense, because you usually have somebody somewhere anticipating that pass is going to be made and ready to pick it off.
Well, we try to teach them how to do it. But first of all, you got to work hard to get into a position where your body's taking away one thing, but you're looking for that skip pass. And it's physically I'm taking away this area, but mentally I'm looking for that, and hopefully we can make some jumps and get out and make things happen. And we did today. And if you steal one or two of them, it really eliminates that part of their game. The second thing is I thought they played on a shorter court. They didn't keep the court wide. They were wandering in on the volleyball court on those skip passes. Then they're not very far away from the defender. So, those are things that we notice and we're able to pick up and make things happen.
You've beaten most everybody, I believe, in your subsectional, especially with that win against Jacksonville. You kind of avenged that loss. Feel like you're in a pretty good position to get a good seed in your subsectional?
Well, we hope so. There's certain, we're going to get the bad end of the deal. I think there's three really good teams, and then there's the rest are average teams, and we're going to have to play one of the good teams to win the regional. So, and probably more likely on their court. So, that's the beast that the IHSA has, is the way they set it up, and a number one seed is really not good. So, but we'll take whatever we can get, and we'll just move. You got to win them. You can't cry about it. You cry about it, you're going to get beat. So, we'll work at it and hopefully come out. That's a ways down the road. We still got 7 or 8 games.
Yeah, some big conference games coming up.
Yeah, next Friday, tomorrow, we want to take care of business, but we want to set the showdown with MacArthur in a couple of weeks, and in order to do so, we got to take care of business next Friday against Eisenhower. You win that one. The loss to Jacksonville is going to haunt us, but we still have a chance to get a share of the conference title. So we'll just keep working and keep trying to get better. And again, we're trying to prepare for the postseason.
Josh and I had talked about that, and the fact that Lincoln, with the return of the CS8, has let everybody know that Lincoln is back in force. You've got a football team that made the playoffs, volleyball team, I think finished second in the conference, losing to U-High. You've got a wrestling team that they finished third in the conference, CS8,
yeah.
And you had one wrestler that went undefeated. You've got a girls basketball team that clinched their first CS8 title in 24 years, and you're in contention for a CS8 title as well, your first year back. You got to take care of business to get to that final game with MacArthur, though.
Well, we do, and it's I love the Central State 8. I've been involved with it my majority of the time here because of the rivalries that we have, and it just makes things so much more exciting every night to where you got to play, and I can't really say that there's not one school that is not sort of a rivalry. There's some that are on top of the list, but it's really a tight-knit and conference that everybody wants to beat everybody. So a lot of fun.
Congratulations on the victory tonight, and thanks for coming up and joining us, Coach. 950 wins. You got 900 against Mattoon. Now you get 950 against the Green Wave as well.
Oh boy, don't even look at that stuff. So yeah.
So tomorrow against Taylorville, 4:30 in the afternoon. We got the girls tomorrow, 2:30 in the afternoon, over at Champaign. Going to be a good doubleheader in different locations for Railer Nation, and hopefully somebody can make it somewhere. If they can't, they can listen to us here on WLCN.
Yep, that'll work, and support them all. They're good kids. They've worked hard, and they're having an outstanding year. Both groups and the wrestlers, and I mean, it's just been a great year for us. So come on out and support the students at LCHS.
Thanks for joining us, Coach, on the post game. That's going to wrap it up for us here at Roy S. Anderson, where Lincoln wins it tonight, 52-36 over the Green Wave. Got anything else you want to add, partner?
Nope. I got to be in Greenview for an 8th grade regional tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So let's wrap this thing up. I've passed my bedtime. Then I'm going to Taylorville for the varsity game.
Well, it's my pleasure to fill in for Scott Kirby here tonight. Great game tonight here at Roy S. Anderson, and a good win for the Railers, who go to 17-7, and we'll play tomorrow night, actually tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 at Taylorville.
I like the afternoon Saturday games.
So you'll have Kirby, Comic, and Kirby bringing you the action from Taylorville. I will be assigned over to the girls' game at Champaign, where the undefeated 26-0 girls will face the Lady Maroons of Champaign Central tomorrow afternoon, going for win number 27. For marketing manager Lloyd Kirby, station manager Jim Ash, Jolie, who braved the fog, and Mabel the Cat to come in and work the board for us again. For all of our sponsors, we want you to patronize each and every one of our sponsors, whether they sponsor boys, girls, both. Please thank them. They help us bring the action here. This is Jay Harden signing off from Roy S. Anderson. We're going to send you back to the classic rock experience. Good night, and thanks for listening.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School boys basketball. WLCN's coverage of Rail Splitter basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping for all your outdoor landscaping projects and needs. Located at 1302 State Route 10 East on the east edge of Lincoln. Call 217-732-4300. Brian Clark State Farm Insurance for home, auto, life, and health insurance needs. See Brian to review a quote, for help understanding your current policy, or to get started on your personal price plan. Stop by the office at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Chase Lowry, your Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office, member SIPC. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent. Call 217-651-8046. Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, located on the square in Mount Pulaski at 114 East Cook Street, offering competitive rates on auto, home, life, and business insurance. Phone 217-792-3371. Expedia Cruises, offering air, land, and sea vacations. Located at 1520 East College Street in Normal. Call Greg Phillips at 309-429-6280. First National Bank in Tremont, your local community bank that strives to build relationships and is trusted with your community's financial needs. Located at 710 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Visit TremontBank.com to learn more about products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and to attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Lincoln Land Communications, located at 1326 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Serving the area since 1986, Lincoln Land Communications provides sales and service for security cameras, two-way radios, commercial phone and sound systems, LED lighting, car stereos, and much more. Call 217-735-5454. Me Realty. Locally owned and operated, Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Sal Polis, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, located at 1400 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-732-4001. Missy's Sweet Shop, specializing in custom cookies, cupcakes, wedding cakes, and birthday cakes. Stop by the shop in downtown Atlanta, call 309-825-5291, or go online to missyssweetshop.com. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available, call 217-314-9654. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage. The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.